Hi Libra, and welcome to your September 2019 general reading. Boy, this year's gone fast. So I just got a shock that I was seeing the month of September. So let me pull you one card as usual. We'll do a general reading, we'll do a brief relationship reading, and the main relationship reading will be on Vimeo. So one card for Libra, please, and please don't make it cryptic messages. Please give Libra straightforward information about the month ahead. So you got serendipity, pretty much a card, very not far off a card like the Wheel of Fortune. A sense of greater forces, coincidences, being in the right place at the right time, that sort of thing. Very interesting card to show up. We're going to be in Virgo season. Just try to think where that is for you. 12th house, is it? Yeah. So very much for some of you it might be the 12th house is sometimes it's got many meanings. It tends to be the house of the divine. Can be quite an introspective time for you then, September. Let me see, but it's definitely a house of serendipity because it brings in a lot of very fated things, that sort of thing. So give me a minute, Libra, to shuffle again. Please give me messages for Libra that can guide them, support them, and bless them. Okay, so let's look at Libra, please. So behind you, 10 of Pentacles. So hopefully some conclusion to some sort of financial story that's been going on. A 10 is a conclusion card, and because it's in this wooden box, it's always to do with the earth. Yeah, the 3D, the ground underneath her feet. With the 4 of Pentacles, that's a funny combination of cards. Obviously, I think some of you have been dealing with security issues, by the way. Foundations. 4s are always about the ground under our feet. With that 10, it looks like there's some conclusion happened to a story. Yeah, I'm going to leave it for now, but that sort of seems to be how those cards would play out. What you want is the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, there's a bit of a focus on the earth element. The gift is the 10 of Cups. Yes, beautiful card. Beautiful card. Both of these 10s are conclusion cards, and they tend to represent very optimistic and very positive conclusions. Some of you might be buying a house, that sort of thing, getting a job. And what's going on is the gift is an awful lot of celebration. Okay, now let me carry on. The challenge is the Queen of Wands. So this might be a person, it might be your self-esteem, it might be your confidence, the feelings around your sense of self-worth, value, attractiveness. Some of you might be having some energy issues with the Queen of Wands because the fire is about our life force. Let me carry on. You've got a lovely relationship card showing up here with the 4 of Wands. Very much the 10 of Cups. It's about you sharing your joy with others. Very Libra card. Sorry guys. Money and work. You've got the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Good karma card, guys. And it's actually not good karma, it's called adorable karma. And adorable karma is one of these things that come to us, and it tends to come to us because of good that we've done in the past. Knight of Pentacles at a soul position. Slowly moving forward towards the goal. Outcome is the 5 of Wands, and then you get the Tower card, but I'll clarify the Tower. A lot of people adore the Tower, a lot of people don't. The Libras who get private readings from me know how I feel about the Tower. It's a card that breaks through Saturn and the Devil card. So it breaks through restrictions. So I tend to love the Tower card. It's basically about liberation. I'll give it a clarifier. So I don't want you thinking, oh my God, my life's about to collapse at the end of the month, because I don't think it's going to by the looks of these cards. It's 56 of Pentacles, which is about contact. It can be, again, about the flow backwards and forwards of finances, but the Six of Pentacles, again, it's a relationship card that I tend to really, really like. It represents reciprocity and the flow. So, any other clarity? Do you know what? I'm one of these people, when I see the Tower, I absolutely celebrate. I love it. It's really good. Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, which is the heart, wish fulfillment, the heart energy. With the Six of Pentacles, so there's some sort of flow of finances, but I think there's something else going on here. Some sort of old restrictive energy might be coming down for you, and I don't know if this is going to be coming through a person or coming through you, because ultimately it's exactly the same thing. Will look a bit more, because I'll do a brief relationship reading for you here for those who can't do Vimeo, and I do weeklies, guys, so there's a constant flow of readings. So what you want, there's something to do with your security behind you. These are two very, I mean, some would say they're opposing cards, because the 10 is very open and the 4 holds on. But really, really they're not, because they both represent security and our foundations, okay? You might be dealing with someone who's a little bit, they keep their feelings very close to their chest, or you might be. And if that's the case, maybe that's for the Queen of Wands is the challenge, because if some of you are dealing with having to hold feelings back, we're talking about repression. And repression and the Queen of Wands do not go hand in hand. So some of you might be having to put your flame down a little bit here. For any of you who are dealing with stuff like that, then the Tower is a fantastic card, because that's what breaks it through. I've got a lot of paving cards. And when the pairing cards show up, I know completion, completion, completion. The 4 and the 10, the 4 and the Tower are the breaking through of having to repress something. And I don't know what some of you are repressing. It might be passion towards someone. This very, very powerful, beautiful life force. Sexuality, that sort of thing. But you have to hold it back for some reason. Some of you are definitely dealing with that energy. I think that's what the Tower means. Some of you, this Queen of Wands might be your own self-esteem, by the way. So maybe you've been having to deal with Pentacles for so long, you've forgotten your flame. I think we all understand that one. So what you want is the Ace of Pentacles. The Aces are about a brand new start. What's helping you get the Ace of Pentacles is the 10 of Cups. So some very, very good emotional news is coming your way. Okay, this is a sense of openness when your cup runs over and it shares itself with other people. The Ace of Cups is coming through money and work. It overflows in the gift, which is helping you get the Ace. So you understand how they all work together. So I think there's some very good news coming through money and work. Okay. Beautiful, guys. I think so far you've got the most positive reading. God, the readings are challenging. 4 of Wands in your relationship sector. Again, this is about you sharing with others. Look, 1, 2, there's 3 of them there. There's two of them there, but it doesn't matter how many people are. It's a state of openness and celebration. Some of you might be crossing some sort of threshold in your life, walking through a new door. Because two aces and two tens are showing up, that's completions and new beginnings all going hand in hand. Very, very beautiful. And you know what's even more amazing is you've got the same suite. So pentacles and cups, and earth and water make a beautiful blend together. They it's about the ground and your feelings blending in a really healthy way. So the Knight of Pentacles is going on a soul position. This is an energy that's moving towards you incredibly slowly, though. Knight of Pentacles is a very, very cautious, very slow moving energy. Again, it's got the theme of protection here. Look, see, covering his heart, even covering his head. But it's moving because it's on a horse. And it's green, so even though it's about pentacles, I can't help thinking this might be to do with energies around the heart as well. But you're definitely dealing with someone who might be a little bit of an emotional withholder. And I'm thinking about last week's reading. When the Page of Cups was meeting the Four of Pentacles, I went, oh, ouch. Yeah. And I wondered if some Libras are dealing with that energy. If not, there's nothing to worry about. There is some beautiful, beautiful conclusions and new beginnings coming your way. Now, I want to talk about the ending, and then I want to do some clarifying. Because the first card we got, Five of Wands, don't worry about the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands can be a card of a little bit of a stress card. But this is the greatest change instigator in the whole tarot, okay? So imagine an engine. How does an engine get going? The fire turns up, doesn't it? And it becomes stressful when we're not moving forward, or a feeling that something's a little bit restricted. And I think what's restricted for some of you might be this Queen of Wands energy. Some of you might be having to hold some sort of passion back, some sort of great energy, or someone might be doing it to you, Libra. Because so many times I've done readings or had readings and I thought, that's not my reading. And the person said, oh, could it be someone else's energy? And it was the person that I was dealing with. So they were the ones that were holding back this great life force, the Shakti energy. And their energy was showing up in my reading. So you might be dealing with someone who they're the ones who hold back their passion. They ain't going to be doing it for much longer, because here comes a Tower. And the Tower is the card that breaks through the Four and breaks through the Knight. Because actually I do deal with some people who manage to resist the energy of the Tower. Don't ever resist the energy of the Tower. It's something that wants to liberate you from having to hold back desire, hold back feelings, hold back passion. We all do it to a certain extent, including myself, totally myself, because I think, oh, I haven't suffered enough yet, I better just go and suffer a little bit more. So hold back this desire, but it ain't happening here, because the Tower, first of all, Six of Pentacles, so this will be some sort of flow of energy. Again, can be about money, but I'm not picking it up as a financial issue. But for some of you, if this is all you're reading, this is the outcome, this is the breaking through the stuck energy, and this is your liberation, and this is the flow of resources, jobs, interviews. But for others of you, this is definitely relational. It does come with the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is the wish fulfilling card. it's the heart, okay? So this person is on their own celebrating. So it's about giving good cheer and being in connection. This is either going to be contact with someone when the boundaries have eventually came down. Falling in love is when two people's boundaries collapse. That's exactly what falling in love is, yeah? And that's what the Tower represents. So for some of you, this is a massive relationship reading. For others of you, your relationship's fantastic. You might be repressing a little bit, but what we're talking about is a financial issue that the Tower's bringing down. And you're getting to move to these beautiful aces, and then there's this happy conclusion of not only an emotional but a practical chapter of your life. So why is the Queen of Wands the challenge? This could be a person, remember? It's with the Knight of Wands. Oh, for God's sake, guys. So the Knight of Wands is a part of us, and it's a part of us that follows what we want without fear. So, you know, we feel this great desire, this great intention. So we get forward and then fear kicks in, and all the reasons why we cannot is what blocks the flow of the Knight of Wands. But because it's a challenge, I think some Libras are holding themselves back. Now there tends to be, there's always reasons why we hold ourselves back. Because as human beings, we're geared towards safety. Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Rather than moving, we're just hardwired that way, by the way. We cannot help it. But when we really grow is when we move out of our comfort zone into cards like the Tower. And that's how we get the heart. That's how we the heart begins to open and life begins to take on a brand new meaning. It's moving out of that comfort zone. You know what, I've got a rule though, if it helps, Libra, because sometimes the tarot can make you feel crap. You think, oh my God, I'm the Four of Pentacles. Would it help you to say that I'm still struggling with the Four of Pentacles? Because there's a part of us that doesn't want to be vulnerable. A part of us that doesn't want to appear foolish or take risks. Oh, you know, to fall flat on our faces. So we repress and we hold yourself back. I don't think you're going to be doing that by the end of the month. The fact of the Five of Wands, I say the Five of Wands is one of these cards. Now, I actually like it because I know that there's change on its way when the Five of Wands appears. But it can feel like your belly is a tension, because an attention is something, your body getting ready to move and break through in the Tower, but still being in that energy of a little bit of resistance. Because the 4 and the 5, then the Tower comes, and congratulations, hooray, we've done it, we've hit the jackpot, yeah, that sort of thing. So let's look at relationships for you, dynamics. I'm going to do what I've done for everyone, try and get some sort of brief reading, but the longer reading will be on Vimeo. So what's the connecting card that connects Libra and their relationship dynamics? I'm going to shuffle one more time because I've not used this deck yet today. I have cleared them, guys. I clear them every day. One more cup. Four of Wands again. That's what turned up in your relationship. So this doesn't, I mean, it's a change card. It's a transition card, the Four of Wands. You're approaching them with your own card, Libra. Relationships, resonance, inclusion, grace, harmony, all those beautiful Libra qualities. They're approaching you as the Four of Swords. Oh, oh dear. The joy. Why, oh why? That is why the Tower's showing up, I think. Tell me more about this person. Get up. Sorry. Oh, it just cracks me up. Even though there is celebration in the middle of it, they're just bang out. Oh, the ace is coming through. Clarity. So maybe they're retreating in order to get this clarity. And then where are they going? One card. You want the truth. Look at you in that card. You've got this sort of justice. You've got your crown on. And you're like, give me truth. But then they're bringing truth. But not right away. Not with that Four of Swords. Might as well be in a... I don't know, in a tomb somewhere. Oh, come on. Give me a card for... One more connecting card for her. Okay, Queen of Cups. There's a lot of deep feelings, but the Queen of Cups doesn't move in this deck. And neither does the Four of Swords, I guarantee you that. So, you're sort of sitting in this throne, with, you know, trying to balance these scales with the sword. They're sort of in this tombland, by the way. But from it is birthing this Ace of Swords. But the connecting card is stunning. Four of Wands is one of the best relationship cards you can get. With the Ten of Cups. This is the connecting cards, guys, okay? So it's the energies that are pulling the both of yous. Do I think it's going to happen in the beginning? Oh, no, not in your life. Not as other person's a Four of Swords. It's like silence. But the ace is coming from it and what's bringing the both of you together. So these two cards showed up both as your gift and as essential reading. So I'm going, God knows what's going on here, Libra. I'll be doing it in Vimeo. The link will be underneath. And I'll be back next week. I'm intrigued. What truth are they bringing? One more card. What truth are they bringing? I'm too intrigued to stop the reading. The Hierophant. Might be Taurus. Might be about security, stability. It is a card of commitment. So some of you might be moving into this brand new chapter. Boy, Libra. Okay, lots of love, guys. Speak to you next week. Bye.